James Schoolcraft Sherman, often fondly remembered as Sonny Jim, was born on October 24, 1855, in Utica, New York. His life and career were deeply intertwined with the city of Utica and the Republican Party. From these humble beginnings, Sherman would ascend to the second highest office in the land, leaving an indelible mark on American history. Sherman's family had deep roots in the area and a strong commitment to public service. His father, Richard Updike Sherman, was a prominent newspaper editor and a staunch advocate for abolition. Young James inherited his father's passion for politics and his engaging personality, which earned him the nickname Sonny Jim for his optimistic outlook and friendly demeanor. Sherman attended local schools in Utica before enrolling at Whitestown Seminary, a prestigious preparatory academy. He excelled in his studies, demonstrating a sharp intellect and a natural talent for public speaking. These skills would serve him well in his future endeavors, both in the courtroom and on the political stage. After graduating from Whitestown, Sherman went on to Hamilton College, where he continued to impress his peers and professors alike. He immersed himself in campus life, participating in debate clubs and literary societies. His natural charisma and eloquence made him a popular figure on campus, foreshadowing his future success in the world of politics. After graduating from Hamilton College in 1878, Sherman embarked on a career in law. He studied under the guidance of his brother-in-law, Henry J. Cookingham, a prominent Utica attorney. Admitted to the bar in 1880, Sherman quickly established himself as a skilled and respected lawyer. He gained a reputation for his sharp legal mind, his persuasive courtroom presence, and his unwavering integrity. While building a successful legal practice, Sherman remained deeply involved in politics. He actively participated in local Republican campaigns, quickly earning a reputation as an effective organizer and campaigner. His natural charisma and ability to connect with voters made him a valuable asset to the party. Sherman's dedication to public service and his growing reputation within the Republican Party led to his election as mayor of Utica in 1884. At the age of 29, he became one of the youngest mayors in the city's history. During his tenure, he focused on improving Utica's infrastructure, expanding public services, and promoting economic growth. His accomplishments as mayor solidified his standing as a rising star in New York politics. In 1886, Sherman was elected to represent New York's 20th Congressional District in the United States House of Representatives. He would go on to serve 7 terms in Congress, earning a reputation as a skilled legislator and a staunch advocate for his constituents. Sherman's deep understanding of parliamentary procedure and his ability to forge consensus across party lines made him an effective lawmaker. During his time in Congress, Sherman served on several important committees, including the House Ways and Means Committee, which played a crucial role in shaping national economic policy. He earned a reputation as a moderate Republican, willing to compromise with Democrats on certain issues while remaining true to his core principles. His ability to work across the aisle would serve him well in his future role as vice president. In 1908, William Howard Taft, the Republican nominee for president, selected Sherman as his running mate. Taft, a large and imposing figure, was known for his intellect and judicial temperament, while Sherman, shorter in stature and always quick with a smile, provided a contrasting but complementary presence. The two men campaigned vigorously, emphasizing their experience, their commitment to progressive reforms, and their shared vision for the country's future. The Taft-Sherman ticket emerged victorious in the 1908 election, defeating the Democratic nominee, William Jennings Bryan. On March 4, 1909, James S. Sherman was sworn in as the 27th Vice President of the United States. It was a moment of immense pride for Sherman, his family, and the city of Utica, which had witnessed his remarkable ascent from humble beginnings to the second highest office in the land. As Vice President, Sherman carried out his duties with his trademark diligence and good humor. He presided over the Senate, casting tie-breaking votes when necessary, and represented the Taft administration at various events and functions. Despite the often ceremonial nature of the vice presidency, Sherman took his responsibilities seriously, always striving to serve the country to the best of his abilities. Section 4. A loyal lieutenant to President Taft. The Taft administration faced numerous challenges during its 4 years in office, including a bitter split within the Republican Party between progressives and conservatives. Sherman, known for his ability to bridge divides and find common ground, played a valuable role in mediating between these factions. He worked tirelessly to maintain party unity and advance President Taft's legislative agenda. Throughout his tenure as vice president, Sherman remained a steadfast supporter of President Taft's policies. He defended the administration's record on tariffs, conservation, and trust-busting, often finding himself at odds with members of his own party who favored more progressive reforms. Despite these disagreements, Sherman remained loyal to Taft, believing that the president was acting in the best interests of the nation. In addition to his official duties, Sherman continued to indulge his passion for baseball, a sport he had loved since childhood. He was a regular spectator at games in Washington, D.C., and often invited players to the White House. Sherman's love of the game was infectious, and he used it as an opportunity to connect with people from all walks of life. Sherman's affable personality and genuine warmth made him a popular figure in Washington society. He and his wife, Carrie Babcock Sherman, hosted numerous social gatherings at their home, bringing together politicians, diplomats, and members of the city's elite. Despite his political successes, Sherman never forgot his roots in Utica, and he remained a beloved figure in his hometown. Section 5. The Firsts of a Vice President. Always a man of his time, Sherman embraced new technologies and experiences with enthusiasm. In 1911, he made history by becoming the first vice president to fly in an airplane. The flight, which took place near Mineola, New York, lasted for 5 minutes and reached an altitude of several hundred feet. Sherman was reportedly thrilled by the experience, marveling at the sensation of soaring above the earth. Sherman's pioneering spirit extended to the baseball diamond as well. In 1912, he became the first vice president to throw out a ceremonial first pitch at a Major League Baseball game. The game, between the Washington Senators and the Philadelphia Athletics, took place at Griffith Stadium in Washington, D.C., and Sherman's pitch marked the beginning of a tradition that continues to this day. Beyond these historical firsts, Sherman's vice presidency was marked by a commitment to public service and a dedication to upholding the dignity of the office. He carried out his duties with his trademark efficiency and good humor, earning the respect of his colleagues on both sides of the aisle. Sherman's legacy as vice president is one of integrity, hard work, and a genuine desire to serve the nation. As the 1912 presidential election approached, Sherman seemed poised to play a significant role in the campaign. However, fate had other plans. His health began to deteriorate, and he was diagnosed with Bright's disease, a serious kidney ailment. Despite his declining health, Sherman remained optimistic, believing that he would recover and continue his service to the country. Section 6. A tragic end to a promising career. Despite his illness, Sherman was renominated as Taft's running mate for the 1912 election. However, his deteriorating health prevented him from actively campaigning. He remained confined to his home in Utica, receiving regular medical care and following his doctor's orders. Sherman's absence from the campaign trail was keenly felt by the Taft campaign, which struggled to generate enthusiasm and momentum. Tragically, James Schoolcraft Sherman's life was cut short on October 30th, 1912, just 6 days before the election. He died at his home in Utica, surrounded by his family and loved ones. The news of Sherman's death sent shockwaves through the nation, casting a pall over the final days of the presidential campaign. He was 57 years old. In a testament to the respect and admiration Sherman commanded across the political spectrum, flags flew at half-mast across the country, and tributes poured in from both Democrats and Republicans. President Taft, deeply saddened by the loss of his trusted friend and confidant, issued a proclamation praising Sherman's character, his accomplishments, and his unwavering dedication to public service. With Sherman's passing just days before the election, the Republican ticket was left without a vice presidential candidate. While Taft's name remained on the ballot, the party was unable to formally replace Sherman in time for the election. The Democrats, led by Woodrow Wilson, went on to win a decisive victory, capturing the White House and both houses of Congress. Section 7. Legacy and Remembrance. James Schoolcraft. Sherman's untimely death cut short a promising career in public service. He is remembered as a skilled politician, a dedicated public servant, and a man of great personal warmth and charm. His legacy is one of integrity, hard work, and a deep commitment to the principles of the Republican Party. Sherman's contributions to American history extend beyond his political achievements. He was a pioneer in the truest sense of the word, embracing new technologies and experiences with enthusiasm. His historic flights in an airplane and his ceremonial first pitch at a Major League Baseball game cemented his place in the annals of American history. Today, James Schoolcraft Sherman is laid to rest in Forest Hill Cemetery in his beloved Utica, New York. His tombstone, a simple granite marker, bears the inscription James Schoolcraft Sherman, 1855 to 1912. It is a fitting tribute to a man who dedicated his life to serving his community, his state, and his country.